And already the intention of being here in this moment is eternal now. As the divine mind has incorporated, became noticeable your unique frequency of intention. And your intention to say, I will be here now in this moment. I choose to do this. And so it is a step in the higher vibration that you seek, because indeed it is the pulsing that you sense and feel of your own sacred soul, calling you home, calling you back, calling you into the great remembering. And in this great remembering comes the great awakening. And so all the cells in your physical body, all the energetics in your emotional body and in your mental body come into a holy, sacred, and divine alignment without effort, automatically, because you are rising in your vibrations and your intention is in the nano, in the moment. And already great sentient beings, the Ami Shaddai, the family of light, gather around jubilant and happy, because they can see, sense, and feel the vibrations that emanate from your radiance, from your connection to your soul, to your higher self, being more integrated, the braiding of it becoming stronger and wider. And indeed, we say to you, beloveds, there are those of you who walk consciously and aware of the higher self now emanating in, through, and around you. And as you open yourself, as you raise your vibration, as you make the choices of light and of love, this integration becomes more dominant and anchored, yes, into this three-dimensional world. Indeed, beloveds, you become the masters of light who walk upon the earth. You become the sentinels of the radiance of the ascended worlds of light and the paradise worlds. You hold the memory of the great crystalline worlds and the Shambhala worlds. And without words, simply your knowledge, your gnosis, your knowing, and the higher heart of compassion that you carry with you signals throughout space and time. And indeed, beloveds, it is indeed the opportunity and the gateway that opens so much wider and stronger, that the connection of the Ami Shaddai, your family of light, those who love you, from ancestors to guides, to those of worlds that somehow you sense and know, but cannot correctly yet identify. Yes, all these thoughts, all these sensations, all of the thinking and the reviewing and the reflecting, they all mean something. And we say to you, it is that higher part of yourself that beckons you, that calls you. And as you choose to walk your path of light, even if you stumble and fall, but indeed the intention and the striving is there. We understand and know, yes, the physical body, as it is incorporated and done, as it is in the moment, is weak. It is an imperfect creation, but the soul you have, the spirit that resides within you, is perfect and eternal. And we say it is that you align and put your intention upon. knowing that as you do so, it becomes stronger and stronger and can supersede any addiction, can supersede anything that is less than joy and happiness, balance and peace in your life. It is transcendent, beloveds, and it resides within you. And as this talk started earlier, it is indeed a choice. But we say to you, beloveds, that as you choose the radiance that you send forth that ripples throughout the cosmos, calls from the most distance of the Ancient of Days to come in the moment, to be that anchor for you, to be that strength for you, to be that foundation for you. As you walk your path of mastery, as you move beyond the challenges, the disappointments of daily life upon this three-dimensional world, it no longer affects you. It no longer affects you because you now hold a transcendence frequency. It allows you to truly be the neutral observer, to be the calm in the midst of chaos, to be that of balance in inharmonic times. For it is a frequency that you carry, it is a frequency that is within you, and it cannot be disturbed. As you anchor, integrate it, and become one with it, as your daily intention in your practice, it becomes stronger and stronger until you are that and only that. And so those things that once could impinge upon you, those things that would rattle your cage, as you would say, those things that would allow you to react as opposed to act, can no longer impact or affect you as once before. We say to each and every one of you, you are at a new level. Wherever you are, you have come into the next leveling. And in this next leveling, there is a time of integration. But we say to you that as you integrate your next leveling, which will become more and more and faster, for things are accelerating, and you have made a commitment to your soul, to the evolution of yourself, to move rapidly in this time of great change. And we say to you, you have what it takes. You have all of the tools to be able to move forward, stay in balance, and anchor the peace in your lives and indeed in others who you can influence. And although there may be competing factors, we not worry about that as we stay focused on who we are and what we are part of, allowing that to unfold as the most beautiful rose or a great lotus. So we ask you now, beloveds, to breathe the sacred holy in-breath and out-breath. And as you breathe the sacred in-breath and out-breath, see the diamond white frequencies come into your field, sparkling all around you, coming from the ascended realms of light, and coming from the Amishadai, the family of light, holding this sacred space in this moment, allowing a great container to flow the divine sacred grace of the Creator. The Creator in all its ways and forms beyond description, but the emanation of unconditional love. And we ask you now that as you see the sparkling diamond light flowing in from the highest celestial realms of light surrounding you, And each and every sacred in-breath and out-breath brings in these sacred diamond-like codes in. And we say to you that every fiber of your being, into the DNA and into the atomic and subatomic levels, recognize this frequency. For the source of who you are and what you are has always been embedded into the deepest parts of your beingness and has been extracted into the DNA, the atomic and the subatomic levels. And so simply by your sacred in-breath and out-breath of the diamond codes coming in from the celestial realms of light, focused and intentional for you personally and as a collective. The in-breath and out-breath, you become one and begin to see within your spiritual eye the lightest colors of blues. And you see the diamond light, crystalline light, as it moves in and through your skin, into the body, breath into the lungs, moving through all parts of your body, and now aligning, connecting, reconnecting into the higher frequency band that you are able to move into. As you say a prayer in this moment, as the diamond light moves through, in, and around you, I choose to walk on my path of light. I breathe in, become one with this diamond light, the highest vibration that I can make my next step. That I'm able to no longer be imprisoned by the wills of a physical body, but I am now able to attune more directly and impactfully with the higher parts of myself that is beyond the physicality of a three-dimensional world, that I am now able, having the strength, the knowledge, and the wisdom to vibrate higher, to be able to access the higher guidance, the higher wisdom. Each and every single holy in-breath and out-breath of this diamond light intensifies and expands more. And as you can view yourself from the many multiple ways of viewing yourself, for you are free and have perspective 360 degrees. You can be and see all things at once. And yes, we are reminding you of the abilities that you have deeply coded, ready now to be activated as you walk your path of light, as you strive to improve little by little, step by step. The striving and the intention and the goal is key. And if you fall, it's okay. You get back up and continue. For the compassionate heart is all embracing and all loving. There can be no wrong. For your love of the divine, your answering to the soul pulse, brings that shield of divine love, guidance, and protection around you, resonating throughout the cosmos. You are identified, you are loved, and you are promoted, held up by your family of light. And now as this blessing comes, as the sacred holy in-breath and out-breath is consumed by the diamond light from the ascended realms, held by the most radiant ones, as the grace pours in, see clearly in your spiritual eye that this light has expanded with the children of light who hold it within their hearts and minds, connected through the heart and mind. and now that has created a great diamond light sphere of great luminosity and radiance, holding divine sacred codes of the original thought form, the original intention, the original Eden tree. And in this brilliance, the children of light upon the earth who have not forgotten, hold this frequency of remembrance. And in holding the frequency of remembrance, the frequency of awakening expands, activates. And in this moment of the eternal now, sacred and divine grace flows through, in, and around this experience. And seeing it from the perspective from the outer spheres of space, identifying the blue pearl in the great Hunam Ku, the great Milky Way galaxy, the spiral arm and the out. There is this radiant light that emanates from the earth, and it is the diamond light. A great and mighty sun emerges, and its radiance calls in all other radiant beings to look and see on all levels, all expressions of the divine, that the children of light upon the earth who have not forgotten hold the frequency of the ascended realms. A clarion call goes out in all directions as the great Ami Shaddai, the family of light, gather, support, enhance, and the light grows and grows. And we can see now, as the great Elohim, we put the sacred planet of Gaia in the center of this radiant light. And so all of her life is touched by it. All kingdoms and all elements are touched by it. And in particular, in the hearts and minds of the human kingdom, it moves into the resonant fields, clearing, balancing, and removing distortion and miscreations. It is the children of light that send forth this great purification around the earth, inside of the earth, and emanating from the earth. The diamond light from the higher realms come to clear debris, clear the blockages, the limitations, and the parameters. Come to purify, to clean, to bring in the re-remembering, to bring in the great awakening, that in the human kingdom, there is the liberation of the divine souls incarnated in the physical body, mental and emotional, of a great timing, a great awakening to understand we are to be free, that we are sovereign beings, that we are the light of the Christ, of the divine Maitreya. That the time for greed, the time for suffering, the time for illness, fear, and confusion, that time is over as the children of light hold the container of the divine codes to bless and grace all of earth and all of her light. Hold your positions. Hold your positions. Allowing this divine grace to flow in, through, and around you, holding the frequency plan for the planet, and for all of our life. Let us put forth our intention as we walk our path of light, as we follow the soul impulse, as we commit to strive to be better and better each day, that we hold the diamond-like codes anchored more deeply into our beingness, and be the beacon of light to show the way back home. And as much as we would want to stay in this frequency of unconditional love, divine support, divine guidance, and divine protection, we carry this frequency, and each time we do it, it becomes more anchored and stronger in the three-dimensional expression. We put forth the intention, we continue this great work in our dream state. And we prepare ourselves to be back in the physical and grounded, even as we would want to stay longer or be in this bliss forever. We know there is work to be done, and so we prepare ourselves. On the count of 3, as we step down our energy and draw in our electromagnetic field as those radiant ones who held this platform draw in their electromagnetic field. We become more singular now with the intention to be back and anchored onto the sacred earth. Blessed to carry these codes and the healing that came with it and a higher perspective and guidance. On the count of 3, we will be back, awake, and alert. 1, 2, take a deep breath in. We are back, awake, and alert. Breathe out. 3, we are back, anchored, grounded.